Yo, 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 welcome back. Dueling Aces episode 24. What do you think, Big Way? Call this the Ricky Henderson episode. You're an A's guy. Ricky Henderson, the great number 24. Sounds good to me. What's going on?
I love it.
Yeah.
I'm doing great, man. How you, man? How was your fourth?
Yeah, very good, man. Very good. Good family time. Spent a day at the lake. Done a ton of fireworks. Thankfully, didn't lose any fingers. Got all five still right here. Didn't pull a well, who was it? Was it Jason Pierre-Paul? I think it was the defensive end in the NFL that blew off two fingers with a firework. So no Pierre-Paul moments our way. So that's a good thing. How about you, man? I know you had a nice, fun trip in.
Yeah, man. Don't forget. I was gonna say, is that Justin Tuck? No, it wasn't Justin Tuck. You were right. So I had to think about that for a minute. But yeah, no, man, it was good, man. Long road trip back and forth, but we're here. We're back now. Look, man, I'm ready to get back into this. It's been a week since we've done the show. So
yeah, I'm having aces withdrawals, man. You know, it just ain't the same. We're used to our two times a week rhythm, but we're back ready to roll now. Holiday time, hard to get the time to get one in with everything going on. But now back to our regularly scheduled programming. At least, next week will kind of be messed up because the All-Star break. But anyway,
correct. Yeah, I mean, but how'd you finish up last week?
It was good, man. It had a really nice week. Finished up 11-5. So really, really solid. All readers up 29% in ROI. So glad to have a nice big week. Needed it. June was a little subpar for our standards, so I was glad that July started off hot.
Yeah.
Can't complain, man. How about yourself? I know you're rolling. I know you're doing a ton of giveaways lately, so that's good news. It means you've been sweeping the board some. If you're doing some giveaways, tell everybody.
Yeah, we've done. I guess on all the giveaways that we have ran, we've done less than we've actually ran, so we've been losing them. But yeah, I mean, I'm trying to make them a little more difficult. Usually, I give out 4 free picks a day, and I'll just put them together as a parlay, and if it hits, I'll give out some money on stuff like that. So actually running a giveaway later today after the show because we swept our 3 PGA picks from the article at bettersinsider.com. So
yeah, we did. Boom. Wade's rolling on his golf. I'm telling y'all, man, I know this is a baseball show, but I always have to plug Wade for his golf and his UFC. That's been some icing on the cake, man. MLB is Wade's bread and butter, but don't sleep on his other stuff, y'all. I mean, that's what's great. It's one of them ones, especially with a tournament like the John Deere, kind of a boring tournament. It's one of them ones you just place the bets, forget about it, and then you check your account Monday morning. You're like, oh, man, where did I get all this extra money? Oh, that's right, because Wade went 3-0 again.
Yeah, man, I appreciate that. No, I actually almost messaged you, and I was like, man, I'm going to pass on this tournament. It's just there's not that many big names in it. I just didn't have a good feel for it. But, hey, man, I'll take the results, and I'll be happy to bless somebody later today with a little cash giveaway, a little $25. We've been running some $100 giveaways and $50 giveaways that we've been paying out. So, yeah, if you guys want to come follow me. It's just something I decided to do, obviously to get up a little engagement and obviously to help people out. I've noticed it helps, and people are very thankful to receive cash. And I'm just taking it from the winnings from the bets I take. So, if I win, everybody else wins. So it's kind of what I'm trying to do here. So, yeah, we run them every day, but, yeah, man, baseball's been doing pretty well. We had our 22nd out of 27th profitable week. We profited almost 6 units. So 5.7 something, I believe, off the top of my head. Could be wrong there but it's definitely over 5 units. So, yeah, man, no UFC last week, but obviously with the 3 PGA wins, that helped. So,
absolutely.
Yeah, man, rolling right along with baseball. So I think our ROI was right around 13%. So I'm not as good as you, my friend, but we do take probably 3 times the amount of bets as you for the whole month. So
exactly, and it's too. It's definitely not an apples to apples comparison because I'm a lower volume guy.
Yeah,
you're kind of more medium, middle of the road volume guy. You also play on the weekend. So guys, if you want weekend picks, if you're reading my stuff, you like what I do. The best way to do it is read mine. But if you want Saturday and Sunday plays, this is the guy, man. Sign up for Wade's service. He's got you. I mean, and that's a great combo if you're wanting to play both of our picks. It's a really, really good way of, just adding further to your bankroll. You saw last week he was up 5 units. I think I was up a little more than 5 units, maybe 5.5. So
nice.
You put those two together, baby. We're knocking on the door 11 units just for 1 week. That's one heck of a holiday week, brother. I'm excited about it.
Yeah, and think about the whole season, the whole year if you do those two. So
that's it. You can't beat it. And Wade's service still very affordable. One of the cheapest out there, and really, reason why it's so good. It's not just the picks. It's I've talked about this till I'm blue in the face, but the reason I do is I'm so passionate about it. Wade gives you detailed reasons why he's taking something. It's not just, hey, here's my picks. Here's your list. I hate to make fun of people that do that, but it's like you're not helping anybody understand what we do when you're just throwing out, just random. Could you imagine a professional stockbroker just saying, hey, Wade, we're going to invest in this company, and then just not telling you why? Like, what the heck, man? I mean, it makes no sense to me.
I mean, it would be a lot easier for me if I didn't have to do any write-ups. It'd be like
exactly.
Bing, boom, boom, get all the plays out. I don't have to worry about it. But yeah, I mean, it actually takes a lot of time to put into the screenshots because I give away all the graphics of the screenshots of why I like a play, and usually a pretty decent paragraph on statistics, data, trends. Yeah, man, people deserve that. So no reason to tell. I don't want to tell somebody if they're not giving picks, but I mean, I have before. I mean, I get it. So, yeah, I mean, I noticed that somebody famous started following on X. What's the deal? What'd you do? Whose back did you scratch?
I don't know, man. This is I ain't gonna lie. My wife laughed at me, but she knew I was serious. Like yesterday was one of the greatest days of my life. And I know this sounds dumb. I hate to go fanboy. The freaking Jose Canseco. Yes, he had the blue check mark, so I guess it's verified. Jose Canseco, the original Bash brother, followed me yesterday on X. Why? I have no idea why. Jose, if you're watching, thank you, brother. Me and Wade are both huge fans. We would love to have you on the show. I mean, that's my new life goal is to have Jose Canseco on Dueling Aces. I still don't know why the cat's not in the Hall of Fame. I mean, I think 462 career home runs. The inaugural member of the 40-40 Club, 40 homers, 40 stolen bases. I think back in 1988, I believe. Don't hold me to that, but I think that was the year. I should remember. I was around, but yeah, I don't know why he's following me, but just super grateful he is. I think it's like the coolest thing ever because he's still my all-time favorite baseball player. Like, I mean, it's just he's the man. Jose did not know this till this morning. I was looking him up. He actually played pro ball all the way until 2018. He played independent league, but he played till he was 53 freaking years old. Now, yes, hats off to you, Jose. I mean, that's fighting a good fight, man. But anyway, just a fun fact. I don't like I said, maybe he's a better now. If he is, Jose, I hope we're helping you win.
Yeah, man, that's kind of insane. So now he was a little bit past my time when I was coming up. Obviously, he was a little bit older, but as an A's fan, I know all about him. So I mean, mostly everybody does. That's at least my age or a little bit younger. So one of the better home run hitters out there. So he's always a great follow. So yeah, I mean, I did know he was playing after his retirement. I just didn't know exactly where or what leagues, but yeah, man, must still have it at 50 something. So
it's crazy. I think he just turned 60. I think it was July 2nd because it was funny. One of his tweets said "Happy birthday to myself," and I'm like, "Holy smoke!" And he looked it up. He's 60. So and still just jacked. I mean,
I'm sure. Man. He could probably still hit a couple home runs, man. I don't doubt that.
Guarantee it. I would love to see. We'll talk about this. The next topic, obviously, will be the home run derby. But I would love to still see. I think he could still do really well in the home run derby.
Yeah, no, for sure, man. I think that as well. And yes, talking about a home run hitter from him right into the home run derby. That's coming up. It's probably one of the more exciting events, I guess, of the All-Star break. I'm not sure how many people are really into the game, but the home run derby is always something fun to watch. And this year has a lot of really good and exciting players. So who's your favorite to win this thing? What do you think, man?
Yeah, so it's funny. I'm right. You just nailed it. You nailed what I was going to say. I love the home run derby, and I usually don't even watch the game. because the game's meaningless, And it's like, I know it sounds dumb as like a diehard baseball fan, but it's like, the game means nothing. And I guess technically the Derby means nothing too, but it's just fun watching these big old guys knock the living crap out of the ball, hitting it over 500 feet. If I had to go with who I think is going to be the betting favorite, it's probably going to be Pete Alonso, just because he's already won it twice, and he just seems to be a machine in this contest. He takes it really seriously, really wants to win. I think a lot of guys just show up just to have a good time. I think Big Pete, Polar Bear Pete, wants to win. Heart pick, though, would be my man, Big Bear, Marcell Ozuna of the Braves. I'm Ozuna with the Braves. I mean, having a career year. Can't wait to see what he's going to do in it. I don't know. I don't think I've ever seen him in a derby, so I don't really know. Don't think he has any experience. Am interested to see what Gunnar Henderson will do also. He's going to be in it. Yeah, can't wait. It's just always a fun event, man. Fun event. I just remember back in the day. Remember I first watched the home run derby. This is crazy. 1994. It was actually the strike year, the strike shortened year.
Yep.
Keith Griffey Jr., who was with the Mariners. He beat, I'm trying to think of who all he beat. It was pretty wild. I think it was Barry Bonds that he beat, Mark McGwire, and a few others. Like, it was just crazy good. It was awesome watching Griffey. It was back when there was just one round. Now it's all weird with the bracket and everything. But back in the day, it used to be one round, and just how many ever you hit, you got 10 outs, and that was it. It wasn't a timer or anything.
Yeah. I like the way it is now, man. I think it's pretty neat. I'd like the way it was as well. So, but a little change is not that bad. But yeah, I mean, Gunnar Henderson, Pete Alonso, Alec Baum, Bobby Witt Jr.
Yeah. Oh yeah.
Marcell Ozuna, and then Jose Ramirez. So honestly, out of those, I would think Ramirez or this is Ramirez's second time, so he's got a little experience, which I kind of like that coming in. He's having a fantastic year, so adding this on might be something he might want to go after this year. So he might take this seriously. So if I had a bet, I'd probably put some money on Ramirez and Gunnar Henderson. He's so hot right now. He's got a lot of home runs. What is it, 27 or 28 home runs this year? So
he's locked in, man.
Yeah,
he's impressed the heck out of me. I've always liked him. Cashed a nice little Rookie of the Year ticket on him last year. And good Lord, I was a little worried about a sophomore slump this year, but anything but. Guy's been locked in since opening day. Hadn't showed any signs of slowing down. And the Orioles are rolling, by the way. It's just a side note. They just keep on rolling. They're leading the East now. As I think you and I both predicted that they would win the East. Not over yet by any stretch of imagination, but the Yankees just been playing terrible baseball lately. I don't know what's going on with them, but yeah, just kind of a side note. I think they're 6-16, man. That's crazy.
Yeah, I think they're pitching, back end pitching, bullpens struggling, and then once you get really past the top 3 or 4 hitters, if you can navigate them, really everybody else in their lineups not that scary right now. So
you nailed it.
I don't know, but I would say, back on the home run derby for a minute, that I think a lot of people might be putting some money on Pete Alonso. And I know he's won it twice, but man, the form he's coming in this year, has a really bad batting average, really low, really not doing that much. I wouldn't bank on him coming into the home run derby and all of a sudden just being able to sit in there and fire off home runs, but we'll see. I know it's more of a batting practice kind of thing, but I don't know. His energy, the energy coming into it, like I just can't see him flipping a switch and like, oh, let's go get a third one here.
Yeah, you got to think current form's got to play some kind of role, don't you? I mean,
just a little bit. Plus, I mean, just with him not playing well, you think he's coming in with that much energy and I don't know if you want to say piss and vinegar to try to come in and win this thing. Like, I just don't like, you got these really young guys like Bobby Witt probably wants to come in and have a really good showing. Henderson wants to have a good showing. Ozuna is probably going to be one of the top betting favorites as well. He might even win this thing. He's a beast. So
he is. He's huge. Man.
I don't know. I can't see him winning a third one, dude. I think it's a mistake to bet on him if somebody's going to put money on him this year.
I was curious if they even. I don't think they have the lines out for that yet, do they? For the
I haven't looked. So that was something I was going to get to.
I don't think they finalized the total roster for the home run derby.
I think it's ready now, but I I was gonna look later this afternoon when I got some time.
Let's see.
Yeah, I don't know. It's gonna be tough. I mean, surely Alonso can still win it. I mean, he's got 18 home runs. He's just not hitting very well this year.
Yeah, it's not out yet from what I see, but I'm sure it will. We know it will be probably on. If I had to guess, probably Sunday night. If I had to
I'm
guess,
sure Alonso is gonna be a favorite.
yeah, just for experience alone, you would have, and it just
Sure.
really rewards the way the new brackets are. It really rewards the guys that have the endurance, like you wouldn't think of baseball being a cardio sport, and it's really not. But the way they do, you've got to hit a lot of home runs in a short period of time, and you've got to be ready to go again pretty soon, especially in that last round. So the guys that are in really good cardio shape have a leg up.
That's
And
why I feel like Alonso might still have an edge here a little bit because I think for some reason he has that knack
yeah,
to not get tired. I
yeah,
feel like Ramirez and Ozuna are the type of players that get tired after like two
yeah.
rounds.
That's what worries me is because Ozuna, he's a DH, and so he don't even play the
Yeah,
field.
sure.
He's sitting around chilling, on the bench eating sunflower seeds, not really having. He's only having to run the bases. That's it. He's not having to play the field. So just worried about
Yeah.
his cardio shape. If he
That's a
doesn't,
good thing to think about when if you're gonna bet on this thing because yeah, Ozuna doesn't have the best cardio, I imagine. So
yeah. Yeah, shout
I don't
out to
know.
we got a couple guys in the chat here. Shout out to DDS Plays and Paul. I don't want to butcher his last name. Sudamarang, I think that is. Two guys here in the chat. Hey, if y'all are still watching, shoot us your favorite pick for the home run derby. We got a few more minutes here left on air, but appreciate y'all watching. By the way, we're tell your friends, tell your enemies, tell your mom, your dad, your cousin, your aunt and uncle. Trying to get this show going. It's really for true baseball fans and bettors. But yeah, thank y'all for stopping by.
Yeah, for sure. Appreciate that. I see right here. I was looking for the comments here. We got DDS plays. What's up, man?
Yeah. He got in there a couple times.
What's
Curry, I
going
guess
on,
it goes to
Curry?
Curry.
Appreciate
Curry's
you.
there coming to
Appreciate
watch.
you.
Thanks, man. Yeah, appreciate that. And there's Paul. What's
Paul,
up, Paul?
thanks, man.
Just,
Appreciate you.
just
Appreciate you guys coming, enjoying the
yeah,
show. So
just from X. Yeah, glad y'all are with us. Or
yeah, no, that's the one thing that I really don't know. Um is are they playing for anything in the All-Star game anymore? I know they used to play for home and away, but I thought they got rid of that.
yeah, they changed it. There was a big, I forget how many years in a row they did. This was way back when Selig was the commissioner and
Okay.
used to play for home field advantage in the World Series, which is a pretty big deal because they were just worried nobody was really interested in watching the game. They thought if it meant something, maybe viewership would go up. I don't think it really did, so they finally just did away with it. Also, I think actually, when I think about it, might have been part of the new collective bargaining agreement when with the last lockout. The players just really wanted that done away with. Victoria, what's up? All
What's
right, we
going
got
on?
some viewer here. Thank you for tuning in.
Yeah,
Appreciate you
thanks for joining
watching.
us, Victoria. Appreciate
Yeah,
the shout out.
that's awesome, man. That's right.
Yeah, I saw
Women love
Saturday.
baseball too, man. I love it. That's it. It's always glad to see some women in the chat that like chatting bases. Pretty cool to see.
Yeah, so what do you got what do you got up your sleeve for today
Yeah,
for the bets, man? Because I know the
the old.
little shorter show today. We're just getting back from
Oh
vacation,
yeah,
trying
got
to
to
catch
knock
up on the day. So
knock the rust off a little bit. But yeah, feed the people. Let's do. I'm gonna go Brayan Bello. I think that's how you say his name. Brayan Bello, the Red Sox over 5.5 Ks. Best line right now minus 108 at FanDuel. I think this is a good spot. I've been following this guy quite a while. It's hard to believe it's his third year in the big leagues. He's still only 25 years old. He's more of a ground ball guy than just a pure strikeout pitcher. But he gets a great matchup tonight against Oakland, man. Oakland, A's, I still love the A's, but they've struggled all year long against righties to put the ball in play. Got 5 guys with a K rate above 26%. I think a couple of those guys are even over 30% K rate. And Bello, he's coming around. He's coming into his own. The ERA is still not great. I think it's in the 5s, but he's really shown his strikeout potential lately. He's gone over this total in 2 out of his last 3. He faced this Oakland team back on April 2nd, so shortly after opening day. He struck out 6 in that start. That's pretty impressive for early in the year, when they usually don't
yeah,
let pitchers go deep. So I think it's a good spot for him. Boston, obviously, a big favorite over the A's. I think they're around 190 or so on the money line. So you got to think Bayo's going to get, hoping at least 6 innings of work here. Oh, he needs 1 per inning to cash this. Really like that. He's got a really nice sinker. Hits 96 on the gun with his sinker. Pretty impressive. So I think he can get there for us on this over. Was really shocked that the juice was so cheap. Was expecting this to come out maybe minus 140, minus 150 range. So when I saw it near Pick'em, had to jump on it, man. So, any thoughts on Mr. Bayo?
No, I think I like the pick. That game's not one that I really targeted today. It's a pretty down slate. It's just as an A's fan, they're a tricky team to go against. I've lost quite a few bets going against them. So they're a tricky team, man. This says that they strike out at a high rate, but then you look at some of their games and they've given some guys trouble. So I like it. He's in good form right now, which is something that you always want to look for. So and they have trouble with his main pitches. So I think this is a pretty good look, man.
Appreciate it, brother. It always makes me feel good when we line up on things. I consider you to be the MLB prop king. So anytime you like a prop that I'm on, I feel a little more confident in it. So that's always good. Excited to see what you got to share with the people.
Yeah, you know me. I'm the I like a lot of alt props, especially for the K line. So if I was taking Bayo, I'd probably stick on his 5Ks today, but I think he can reach 6. If he can get to 6 innings, there's no reason why he shouldn't get 6Ks. Honestly, this could be a potential spot to run a ladder. You could even try you could try a 6, 7, 8 on him today against the A's. Just you gotta catch the A's on one of those days. Either they're gonna strike out a bunch or they're not gonna strike out at all, kind of thing.
That's a good point. I've only done a couple ladders this year. I don't typically mess with them. I'll put like 0.1 unit on each one all the way up. I think that's how you do it correctly. I don't know if there's a right or wrong way, but
I'll usually put more. I'll put like at least 75% or 50% on the main line that you like, and then I'll kind of drop it down from there. 25, 0.25 on the next one, and then maybe like 0.1 if you want to get crazy and go deeper. But you got to pick your spots on those, obviously.
Yeah, I was so mad I didn't do it. I wanted to do it the other night. I think it was Kevin Gausman was going against the Mariners. Mariners strike like they're going to set an MLB record for highest strikeout rate, and I wanted to do it, just didn't pull the trigger. And of course, I think he struck out like 10 or 12. Everything in the freaking ladder would have cashed. I'm like, oh, Knobs, what are you doing, man? But,
Tariq Skubal against the Reds the other day would have been a perfect option.
Oh yeah, absolutely.
I think he had a career high 12 or 13 strikeouts, and his line was probably, I don't even know if it was 6.5 or 7.5. You could have easily ran that up to 7, 8, 9, maybe even dabble with 10.
Definitely.
You just got to pick the right games because these guys obviously aren't going to do that every game. But you can hit some of those for sure. I wouldn't do more than three of those legs.
Yeah, that's kind of what I was thinking. That's kind of the cutoff is where, and I like your recommendation too of just maybe taking, your main bet, making it 3/4 unit instead of a full unit. And then that kind of gives you a little bit extra to play with for the ladder. I kind of like that advice.
Yeah, or if you really like the guy, I mean, it depends on if you really like the ladder position. But you can just take your one unit and break it up and do
There you go. Yeah, that's a
75% or 85% on the main line, and then just sprinkle on the other two just to get yourself a little bit more gain back. So.
Sweet.
That's something I'd like to do if I did that, but I'm not a big strikeout guy prop unless I really need to use those as legs for juice reducers.
Nothing wrong with that. It's working for
strikeout props are just tricky for me, man. I think you really got to be in the market and you study the guy. You know the guy's release points and their spin rates and all their different pitches they have, and that's just something I'm diving into 8 different categories. So it's hard to really dive deep.
Exactly, and that's just it's just different strokes, different folks. What works best for you is digging into a lot of markets, and finding value everywhere. It's like I'm really honed in on just the one. So it's easier to spend more time on it, because I'm not looking at anything else. It's pretty much all I do besides my new favorite, the series props. Now, they have been kind of fun, but other than that, I'm strictly just all strikeout props and even specializing in it. Man, you're right. There's so much randomness that occurs. I definitely see why you prefer alt lines, just because it's a lot more steady actually. So definitely don't fault you for using them for the old juice reducers. So
yeah, I wanted to talk about that before I move into my play. I saw you cashed the Padres series against
that was nice.
the
Yes.
Rangers.
Yeah, that was nice, man.
Congratulations.
Nice little plus 120 also. Gotta love it when it's plus money. That was just a weird thing. I love the Rangers. I'm a Rangers fan, but it was just weird. When I saw that price, it was just one of those ones where, I look at 5 categories and I'm like, okay, well, what are the edges? We rank the 3 starting pitchers of each team, rank the bullpen, and then we rank their hitting by WRC plus, and then I just kind of decide what I think the line should be. And I'm like, every time I reran, I thought I was doing my numbers wrong. I kept rerunning it on my sheet, and I'm like, dang, looks like the Padres have a 4-1 edge in these categories. And I'm like, and so I figured when the lines came out the next day, I was like, oh, Pods are going to be minus 120, minus 130, minus 140. When they were the dog, I was like, what's going on? And so it was nice that it cashed. Also cashed another one with the Red Sox plus 175 over the weekend, did the same thing.
Okay.
I was just like, man, mainly because the Yanks are in just terrible form and Boston's coming around looking good. I think I had that rated out 3-2 with Boston with a slight edge. So I was like, there's no way they should be plus 175. But yeah, unfortunately, I ran all the numbers for the new series today. Didn't find anything. And that's just how it goes. You're not going to find value in series on every little thing. Sometimes the books do their job correctly. But yeah, appreciate you following along on that, man. Those have been fun ones to cash.
Did you jump on one for this week at all?
No, yeah, I tried yesterday, didn't find anything, and then tried today. I was targeting actually the Phillies over the Dodgers. The Phillies had so many injuries, man. I know they're supposed to get Harper back and Schwarber back possibly today, but when I saw it was out, I think it's minus 135, minus 140. That's right at where I had it. Just can't really play it when it's kind of where I had it. Also wanted the Giants over the Blue Jays, but heck, it's minus 160. Just too much. Yeah, I showed some good value actually with the Yankees, a 3-1 edge over the Rays. Problem is they're just in such terrible form.
Yeah.
Don't trust them right now. It's like, I think it might be a good buy low point on the Yanks because I think they got to get it figured out, but
not against the Rays. The Rays are really hot right now.
Yeah, it's exactly. Since with the Yanks playing so terrible and Tampa showing signs of life, just couldn't get there. Not in a hurry to lay minus 130 with a team that's just looked awful the last month or so, really.
Sure.
Enough of me rambling, brother. Everybody's waiting on your best bet. And those big Wade's in the house. You don't even have to pay for this pick. He's going to give it to you here in just a minute.
Yeah, man. I think I'm going to go to Washington Nationals are playing at the New York Mets today.
Okay, yep, good one.
And I want to go with Jake Irvin over 17.5 outs. Best line that I found when I got to this later this afternoon was minus 136 on Bally Sports. So if you don't have that, I think it was minus 140, which starting to get up there in juice. Really don't like those that much, but I'll take this minus 136 here. I just can't ignore the charts. He just played them his last game actually, and he went 24 outs. He went 8 innings, gave up 1 hit. I usually avoid spots when a guy just faced somebody else, or they kind of face the same team. I don't know. It's one of those things I kind of have a rule against. I think the batters have an edge after they've just seen a guy.
Right. Yeah, I remember us had a long conversation about that. It does make sense.
Yeah, but I mean, it's just tough to stay away from this. On the road, he's cashed 9 of his last 10 games on the road, 5 straight. And on the road this season, I guess overall he's cashed 8 of his last 9 and he's over in 13 of 18 this season. And the Mets, the last 4 starting pitchers against him, have went 8 innings, 7 innings, 6 innings, and 8 innings. So they're all going deep. It's a little risky. The Mets do hit against right-hand pitchers pretty well. If you look at the last 14, 30-day charts, they are actually one of the best at home versus right-hand pitchers. But just kind of coming home, being cold in this stretch. Mitch Keller just went 8 innings on him. Pirates' last pitcher just went, I think he went 6 on him. Ortiz, kind of an unknown guy. So, yeah, I mean, I like this play. It's risky, but I'll take it. Our shows here, our show plays have been hit or miss here. So luckily, we've got another chance here to try to cash both of these for everybody. I like both of these looks.
Yeah, I do too, man. Jake Irvin's a guy that, man, he's just really impressed the heck out of me this year, man. He really has. Last year he was kind of, shaky. Went 3-7 with a 4.61 ERA, but man, this year 7-6 with a 2.80 ERA. My goodness.
Yeah.
And his curveball has been nasty. When he dials up Uncle Charlie, dude, it's one of the best in the game. He's 93rd. Ranks 93rd in spin rate with his curveball right now. So that's just crazy good. Also, when I'm taking, typically don't take outs props. I have a handful of times. But when I do, this is something you taught me, by the way, you and your Discord. Another good reason to sign for Wade Services Discord. But you always want to bet on a guy. If you're going to take over outs, always want to make sure he doesn't walk a lot of guys, right? Irvin's great in that category. Walk rate only 5.8%, ranks in the 80th percentile. You don't want a guy wasting a lot of pitches, walking guys. And Irvin definitely doesn't do that. So, yeah, fantastic look. If I was making this line, I would probably set it right there at the 17.5, but I don't know why it's not 160, 175, something like that, especially with his current form, as good as he's done, maybe even 180. So definitely got to be some meat on the bone, got to be some value in that. I think you got a good price, especially there at Bally.
Yeah, I think I might have opened up at minus 115. So I got to the ball a little late today.
Gotcha.
We'll take it. He's been steady. Like I said, he's cashed 8 of his last 9 overall, 9 of his last 10 on the road. He just went 24 against them, had 1 hit. He might give up 4 or 5 hits today, but his ERA on the road's been really good. He's just steady. He eats up innings. And the one thing that I did think, and I looked into all the pitchers that have not gone over this mark, have not hit this bet at New York, they've all walked a lot of batters. So that was the one thing. If he can keep his walks in check, like you mentioned, he probably shouldn't strike out that many. Sometimes he can get some strikeouts, but Mets don't strike out terribly tons. So Mets are swinging well. Just got to navigate the big trouble inning and not walk a lot of guys. So
yeah, Irvin's highly capable of doing that. Really been impressed with him.
Yeah. So if you guys remember, go check out bettersinsider.com or eatwatchbet.com. You can follow at eatwatchbet on X. You get all free daily article plays from Mike and the team. I've usually got an article out on there. I'm just getting back from vacation here, so I'll get back in the groove tomorrow with things. We'll have a PGA, we'll have a UFC, we'll have some baseball for tomorrow. So yeah, come get free plays there. Support us, support the websites if you guys can. It's free bets. If you're betting, why not go see what people have to say?
Absolutely.
They're quick reads. They're not going to take that much time of your day. So
yeah, that's it. We try to keep them around anywhere from 500 to 800 words. We know people are busy, don't have a ton of time reading like an encyclopedia on these guys, but do like giving some solid reasons of why we think they're good investments. Wade does a great job. Golf can be kind of tough to write about. Wade does a great job, guys, of breaking down the course, breaking down each player's current form. Getting into things that a lot of people don't know about, like, strokes gained on approach and strokes gained putting and stuff like that, that maybe if you're new to golf betting, don't know a lot about, Wade can educate you. But yeah, check us out. We would love to have you read our stuff. We'll be back again on Friday to be excited for the weekend slate. It'll be here before we know it, but Yeah, let's cash both these, man. I don't think we went 2-0 in a while. Today's a good day to go 2-0.
Yeah, it's been a couple shows since we've gone 2-0, so I think we can do that today. Yeah, if not, make sure to go check out Mike's got 3 free plays on his article over on X. And yeah, I think I've got maybe 5 plays right now. Pretty terrible
Nice.
slate, but I found 5 plays to put out. Right now, I'm still running the promo for $15 a month. If you guys want to come join, there's always seven free days of trial in case you guys aren't happy with our services. So
get it while it's hot, guys. Get it while it's hot. Wade is on fire. He's probably going to beat last year's unit amount one. I cannot believe that.
we're on pace now to pass it, man. I think we've hit 108 units now, right around there.
Love it.
So
That is outstanding, brother. Congrats. Couldn't happen to a better guy. It couldn't happen to a guy where nobody worked harder than Wade. I've said that for several months now. He's typically up at 11, 12, 1 in the morning, researching lines, trying to get you the best price. That's what it's all about. Also, it's almost football time, man. I know this is a baseball show, but I couldn't stand it. I found 3 plays that I really liked in college football. Those are up right now. Also,
yeah, that's right.
Insider. Follow me on X to pick those up. Jump on the value now while you can. Why not? It's all 3 really good spots. Actually, we got a little bit of everything. Got an under, we've got an underdog, and a favorite. So just stop on by. All 3 plays for free. About ready to scratch the football itch, man. I can't wait. August 1st is the NFL Hall of Fame game. That'll be here, just 3 weeks from this Thursday. That's hard to believe. So Wade will have to do a lot more of the heavy lifting around here. He does anyway, but it'll be more on him then because I'm going to be super busy with football. That's our peak time of the year. This man's highly capable. I'm not a big
I'm that curmudgeon dude. I'm just like I'm not ready for football. I want baseball to last 3 more months with no interruptions.
Hey, I don't blame you. If I was up 106 units, I'd want it to always be baseball season.
Yeah, it's tough, man, because once that comes around, obviously we bet that anyway. So, but then it just makes you have to be more strict on how many bets you're taking. So sometimes you kind of I have to give up on some of the baseball stuff. So it's not always my favorite time of the year, but we do it anyways. We love football. Everybody loves football, man. Yeah. Can't wait. It's exciting. But yeah, man, it's baseball's here right now. We got to dig in. It's kind of tough right now. This time of year. Victoria baseball is the best. I agree.
Man. Hey, I agree with her. Absolutely.
It's the tough time of year, man. Right before All-Star break, it's a little tricky time to sports bet on baseball. Wacky things kind of happen right now. They're tinkering with guys, maybe giving them a little time off or letting them go. So it's you got to tread waters right now. So I wouldn't go crazy and make 20 bets a day right now in baseball because it's a little more volatile right now until we get after the break. So
yeah, I agree, man. That's a good point before we get out of here. Yeah, just when in doubt, just always go conservative. Always dial back your volume if you don't feel good about a slate. Best thing about baseball is there's games every freaking day. If you don't like the slate, just pass, or bet 1 or 2 games. Got the Vikings mug. Oh man, we're gonna here. I get into the screen. I got the Cowboys mug.
No, get out of here. Yeah, see, sitting here talking about baseball. I'm sitting here holding a football mug, and I got Texas in the background.
It's okay. I've got my Braves cups right here. So there you go.
Hey man, the Braves. Speaking of the Braves, are they're playing well. They're starting to hit better, but and they're winning games. I think they're on a 4-game winning streak. But the Padres, man, they're only 2 games back now. Maybe I think of taking over that position, and man, that National League wild card, it's close, man. There's another team that's like one game back behind the Padres, so the Braves really have to step it up here. I had it pulled up. I can't remember who the other team is that's sitting there in third right now.
Seems like there's a ton.
Oh, it is the Padres. The Cardinals passed the Padres, so I don't know. I'm starting to get worried about our Braves plus 6,600 World Series wager here because the Cardinals are coming.
Yeah, they are, man. They are. They finally turned it on. I've been waiting on them to hit all year long. They finally are. Yeah, that's gonna be interesting. The whole NL, you hit on it.
Diamondbacks, the Mets. I mean, everybody's
The whole
playing.
NL is just crazy. I mean, any of these teams could make a move at the deadline that could set them up over the top. So I'm interested to see how the deadline is going to work out. And then we got
and if the Red Sox in the American League make the wild card, I'm gonna be shocked. That was somebody that was not on my radar all year.
me neither, dude.
I knew they had good hitters, but
yeah,
the Royals are right there, 1.5 out. The Houston Astros are 3.5 out. They're gonna make a push.
Yeah.
It's
Definitely.
interesting, man. I think the Twins will fade away. We saw them make a really good run, and then they faded and lost a bunch of games. Now they're winning a bunch of games again. I bet you they'll go on another cold streak here. So we'll see. Either way, man, it's shaping up. The Rangers are on a 4-game winning streak, actually. See who's on the winning streak. So
everybody's coming around, man. It's
yeah, we'll see, man. It's exciting time for baseball right now. Everybody's making a push, so I'm excited, man. I can't wait for the show on Friday. So
same. Is it Friday yet? I'm already ready, baby. Let's go.
Yeah, man. So good luck to the picks. Good luck to everybody following us today. Thanks for everybody for watching. I appreciate the support, and have a blessed Tuesday.
That's it. Boom. We'll catch you on Friday. Thank y'all for watching.
Yep. Thank you, guys. Appreciate it.